It's Lovestruck and Telina alongside. Warhorse has now got 2 lengths to find on Lovestruck, who's still the leader. Telina, Warhorse behind that. Then Kalua Castle, American Storm is further back. It's Lovestruck, Telina's trying hard as they go to the line in the South African Classic, and it's close. Lovestruck is shorted. Telina's right there in that photo. Gitiano, American Storm and Warhorse in the photo too. But this is going right down to the wire. Telina and Lovestruck, Sean Cormack and Robbie Frad.
Yeah, it was a rushed decision because he was to be sold to overseas clients, and Andreas managed to buy Jeff Woodruff's half share in the horse. So Terry Young is still in the horse, which is fantastic, and he ran in the Classic in Terry's name. Hadn't quite been transferred into our name yet, but it's just a pity he didn't. The appeal didn't go his way. Those would have had another horse going for the Triple Crown and the Triple Tiara. Would have made great racing.
Well, I've recently been involved with a horse on another farm that wouldn't be here if it had won his race. I refer to a horse called Mambo in Seattle, who came to South Africa as a consequence of him not winning that race. And whichever way the card falls, I know that you know that destiny is something that we simply cannot dissect. It is just one of those things that you have to deal with the rough and the smooth. The fact of the matter is that you've got the horse and you've still got the Derby to look forward to and the whole rest of his career. And if his growth pattern is anything like the photographs that we saw between Cape Thoroughbred yearling sale and National yearling sale, then there's a lot to be excited about.
That's the thing most people must realize about SILVANO is they just get better with age. Not only when they're viewing them at the yearling sales, 3 months difference in age makes a huge difference in their appearance. And we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old SILVANO still winning. So they're very resilient, they're very tough, they're very brave. They seem to get better with age. And they need to be looked after. They're not the most robust horses, but if they're looked after, they will deliver the goods. They really are tough and genuine and generous horses.
You know, without in any way detracting from the management style that prevailed around Danehill and the number of mares that he covered, I was so impressed and touched by the way that SILVANO is prepared every day for his covering, the way he's lunged, the way he's stretched, the way he is psychologically put in that frame of mind.
Well, when we got him, he had a program. Every day he was put through a set of exercises, stretching exercises and lunging, and we've just kept that up, and it's paid off. The first year that he stood in Germany, he wasn't finishing his coverings well. He did have a sore back, and we've just taken upon us to keep that program going. He's lunged every morning. He goes through his series of exercises. He is a very fertile horse. He can easily manage a book of 140 mares and still twiddle his thumbs at the end of it. But he, having been broken in, well, they don't use the word broken in, started by Monty Roberts, he's such a trusting, genuine horse that he never tizzes himself up. He never expends any nervous energy around the covering shed. It all goes into his job, and he's a very easy, manageable horse.
In other words, he's got faith in human beings, and I think it's very important at this juncture to bring the pedigree into it, because there's certain horses. Let's take, for example, Black Miniloosh and Victory Moon, that have got a far more manly and far more unpredictable side to them. That's my take on it. You can express it in the way in which you've become accustomed to dealing with him. But SILVANO doesn't have that side of him. He just seems to be a thorough, proper gentleman.
It's quite interesting. We have visitors that come to the farm, and they come and see the other stallions, and they always refer to having met SILVANO as if he's a person. And that just comes through. It's a strange thing. Black Manaloosh and Victor Moon were magnificent specimens. They were dynamic and masculine, and you were impressed and in awe with their stature and their majesty. Where SILVANO comes out, he's relaxed, and he hangs his tongue out, and everybody gets around him and leans on him, and he's like an old friend. But he's a super quality horse, and I don't think, we've been blessed to have him. Really, he's just fantastic.